What's up, YouTube? Bloodspawn here. I am back from Monster Mania. Crazy weekend, great time again. Every time just seems to be better than the last. Was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Got my little pamphlet that I always grab in here. It's got like all the guests that were there, all the movies and when they're playing and where they were playing and things like that. I always just grab them like a little souvenir, as if I don't have enough. I got to piece this together because I don't have the 4x6s made, so bear with me. It's my first time piecing in photos and shit. So, in all, great time. Met a lot of good friends, a lot of awesome guests. Stories out my ass, I could tell you, but I don't want to make this an hour video. The Friday night was mainly spent on Robert Englund. He was crazy all weekend. Uh, 4 hours I think it took from when I got in his line to when I was standing in front of him. When I was like 20 people away, they cut off photo ops, so I didn't get to have a picture taken with him. But I did make a video of like how the room was laid out and everybody in it, and then the entire me standing in front of him and stuff. There wasn't much interaction because I was just so like, I admit I was starstruck with him. I did. You'll see in the video. He like when I stepped forward, he went to reach to shake my hand, and I was already like, "Here's my poster." You know, I was like, but it was cool. It was awesome. So check that video out. There'll be two videos for Robert Englund. The stuff that I got him to sign, I got a Freddy versus Jason 11x17, and he inscribed it, "Not my fault this bitch is dead on her feet," which is my favorite saying from the movie. And he signed it right there, Robert Englund, 2012. And he also signed this full-size movie poster. And he wrote, "Every town has an Elm Street," and signed it. It's kind of hard to get in there, it's so big. Signed it right there. There's some other stickers on here too, but I'll save that for when that person's up. So in all, he was awesome. He was keeping the crowd entertained with yelling out stuff and sayings from the movies and doing the Freddy laugh. So awesome guy, man. Next up was Diana Burrows. She played in Friday the 13th, Part 7. This is a picture of her signing my poster, and a picture of me and Diana Burrows together. And I had her sign two things. She signed the Jason DVD that I got off of eBay that was signed by like 42 different people. She was the first signature I added on the back in silver Sharpie. So that came out real nice. And she also signed my Friday the 13th movie poster. And we'll get to where she signed it at. Signed it right there. To David, touch up, work my ass. Cheers, Diana Burrows. Maddie was the character name she played. She was a really nice lady. Was kind of she's real big in blogging and stuff like that too. So she was asking a lot of people questions and trying to get actually like interviewing fans. But I got to her real early, so she hadn't started doing that yet. Next up is the Walking Dead people. There was 3 people. Madison Lentz canceled. I don't remember why, but she had to cancel last minute. And I had 2 posters for the same. One's from me and one from another YouTuber who paid me in advance to get this for him. So here's a picture of Iron E Singleton. The first one here is him signing the poster for the YouTuber, and then a picture of me and him together, and another picture of me and him because I went to him twice, one for me and one for the YouTuber, 2 different days. Then this is a picture of Michael Roker. It's a little blurry, didn't come out too well. but that's him signing. And then this is a picture of Michael Roker holding up the poster that he signed for the YouTuber. And then a picture of me and Michael Roker together. And Chandler Riggs, I totally missed out on getting either one, mine or the YouTuber's, him signing it. But here is a picture of me and Chandler Riggs together. All in all, also Michael Roker was a little quiet, was kind of unlike him. Chandler Riggs seemed like a really, really nice kid. The Q&A and stuff that the Walking Dead people did, he was pretty cool. But Iron E. Singleton, man, just awesome guy, man. Me and him bullshitted both times. I ran into him into the elevator a couple times. I was talking to him. Actually, right before I met him, Pam Christian Bauer from True Blood was walking around, and she walked right up, and their agent or whatever, Iron E. Singleton's agent, introduced the two, and they were talking about each other's shows. And so when I saw Iron E in the elevator, I asked him, so I was like, so you're going to start getting into True Blood? And he was like, yeah, I've heard about it, blah, blah, blah. And I was telling him about Christian Bauer's character and stuff like that. And I told him some of the stuff she'd be saying. She has the best lines, totally hot and just crazy in the show. So me and him were bullshit, and I told him, you'll see in the picture, and you saw in the pictures, he's not rocking the bald head, so I kept making fun of him about that. So awesome dude, man. Great time. The Walking Dead posters. This is mine right here. Signed up top. To David, love ya. Iron E. Singleton, T-Dog. It's got Michael Roker right there in the middle. And then Chandler Riggs. To David, stay human. Chandler Riggs. That's mine. And the YouTubers is right here. You can see in the pictures that where the pictures are, that they signed in different places. So the pictures I'll be sending you along with this poster will show yours, T-Dog signed in the middle, Chandler Riggs, stay human, and Michael Roker, and he actually inscribed Merle on yours. So pretty cool there. Next up, we got, let's see, the not True Blood, the Blair Witch people. I got all three of them twice as well. Here's a picture of Michael C. Williams signing my poster, and a picture of me and Michael C. Williams together. And he, when I met him, I had something to inscribe for each person, and he's like, okay, go ahead. And he ducked down to start signing, and I said, could you write Cal Ripken is king? He lifted his head, gave me a high five. I was like, dude, this is the coolest thing I've signed. He's like, even though it's a poster like that, the inscription there, and we went back and forth. He was talking about Cal Ripken and stuff like that, and how the movie was supposed to be taking place back when that was all going on, but it was actually 4 years after it already happened. So I never even thought about that. So him, and then this is Josh Leonard signing the poster, and a picture of me and Josh Leonard. Talk to him a little bit about Shark Night. Here is a picture of Heather signing, and one picture of me and Heather, and another picture of me and Heather. And then my poster came out looking like this. You've seen the poster before. It's the missing one. Show signatures here. Here is Heather Donahue. David, it's all because of me that we're here now, hungry and cold and hunted. I think that's Warmest, Heather Donahue. This is Josh. David, dude, we're in the middle of the fucking woods. And then, if I can get this one in here. There we go. David, Cal Ripken is King, Michael C. Williams. So awesome. I really like the way that came out. And then I also was paid to get these three on an 8x10 for another YouTuber. So this is a picture of Michael C. Williams signing the 8x10. Josh Leonard signing the 8x10. And Heather Donahue signing the 8x10. And then the 8x10 came out looking pretty good. Here it is right here. Christopher, Stay Out of the Woods. Christopher, It's the Skipper. That's Michael C. Williams. This was Josh Leonard. And then Heather Donahue. Christopher, I'm Sorry, Heather Donahue. So signed it 3 different colors. Thought that would look pretty cool. All came out pretty nice. Poster looks great. So awesome piece, man. Hope you're happy with it. All right, next up is Joe Whipp. Here is a picture of me and Joe Whipp. I did not get a picture of him signing it, but for me, he signed the Nightmare on Elm Street poster that I got Freddy Krueger to sign. And he signed it right there, Joseph Whipp, and he inscribed it Sergeant, I don't remember the last name, Tucker or something like that. He played the sergeant cop in original Nightmare on Elm Street. So cool addition to that poster. Next up is Tuesday Night. Here is a picture of me and Tuesday Night. Again, didn't get a picture of her signing. I asked her a couple questions. She does a lot of West Coast conventions. This was her first East Coast, so I was asking her, how's it going, and she seemed to be enjoying it and having a ball. She signed the same poster I just showed. Where is it? Right here. Dream Someplace Gem. A quote from the movie. Drew a little eyelashes and a smiley face. Tuesday Night. So pretty cool. That's the 3 signatures I got on that. Next up, this is a picture of me and Alex Winter from The Lost Boys, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Freaked. And I got Alex Winter on full-size Lost Boys poster. Signed it right there to David Alex Winter, and inscribed it Marco, his character name. And then here is a picture of Alex Winter signing a 11x17 for my buddy at work that paid me to get it for her. And here is a picture, or not a picture, here is the actual 11x17. And he put To Amy, Rock On, Alex Winter. So, pretty cool. Next up is Kane Hodder. He played Jason in 5 or 6 of the films, and he's also Victor Crowley in Hatchet. Here is a picture of me and him together. This is the second time I've met him, and what I got from him this time was his book, Unmasked. And the author was there too, so the author signed it right down here. Enjoy. And to Dave, Kane Hodder. So definitely going to be reading this, man. It's I've heard it's an awesome book. So much this guy's done and has had happen to him in the business. It's a great read. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. Next up was one of my favorite, Christian Bauer, Pam from True Blood. Here is a photo of me and her. And another one of me and her, because it did like 2 back-to-back photos. She was really nice, really beautiful. And as I was standing in front of her, I asked her, and I told her she's my favorite character in the show. She gets the best lines, just the way she's just ruthless. And so I said, how open are you to signing quotes from the show? And she was like, what you got? So I had her sign my poster. It says up top, real blood is for sucker. And it's got the bottles of real blood or true blood at the bottom. And she signed it, to David. I will personally eat, fuck, and kill you. Love, Christian Bauer. So awesome time. Awesome. She actually was. There were several guests. My floor was like packed with celebrities. I was standing on the 10th floor. Christian Bauer, Kim Darby, Michael C. Williams, Tom Towles, and Meg Foster. It was like 5 or 6 guests. I ran into her, Christian Bauer, on the elevator. Talked to her for a little bit. Just awesome lady. Next up is Gunnar Hansen. Here's a picture of me and Gunnar Hansen. And he was in the original, if I can find it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the special edition horror. It's got the meat package look on it, and he signed the front cover right there. So pretty cool DVD pickup. Next up is Anders Hove. Here's a picture of me and Anders. He's foreign, but he's been in this right here. Picked up the subspecies, the Epic Collection. He signed it. Let me see if I can get it in there. There you go. Gold. This is the whole entire 4 movies, and it's called the Vampire Journals. It's kind of like a behind-the-scenes type DVD. This alone sells for like $40-45. I paid $40 for the whole entire thing and him signed. So I was really happy to get this. He was a really nice guy. Subspecies is just classic horror. All right, next up is David Prowse, Darth Vader himself. Here is a picture of me and David Prowse. The person that took it didn't zoom in at all, so it seems like it's kind of far away. He was a really nice guy. Not really talkative too much. I kind of expected, I guess it was a stereotype, but because of age, I thought he'd be a rambler, but didn't really say too much, but still was a really nice guy. You would find him walking around with his cane and stuff, even at like 1 in the morning, he was still down there, talking to fans and stuff. So I got 2 things signed by him, 2 posters. Darth Vader, Your Empire Needs You, and if I can find where he signed it. Signed it right on the Vader mask. Hold this guy up here. Let's see if I can get it in there. David Prowse, Darth Vader, and it says, "Give yourself to the dark side." And then he signed a second one. This one, try to get other Darth Vaders on it, or Sith. And this one I just got because it's got like old school and new school. And let's see if I can open it just right. Right there, David Prowse, Darth Vader, right in front of Darth Vader. Awesome. Glad to meet him. Next up, Nicholas Brendon. Here's a picture of him signing an 8x10. This one I actually wasn't going to meet this guy, but same guy that wanted the Blair Witch people wanted me to get this guy for him. So there's a picture of him signing it, and a picture of me and him together. And then here is the 8x10 that I got for you. It's got Buffy down here on the bottom, and he inscribed it exactly how he wanted. He wasn't sure of the spelling of Cruller, so hope that's right. Christopher, respect the Cruller and tame the donut. Nicholas Brendon. He was actually a really nice guy. Thank you. That's all I can really say, because I got to meet him for free because you paid for it. You get your auto. But he was actually really nice. So thank you for that one. Next up is Casey DePava. Here is a picture of her signing my Evil Dead 2 11x17. Another picture of her a little bit more zoomed in signing it. And then she was kind enough to actually put it up and take a picture with it. And here is a picture of me and her together. And then here is the movie poster. Wait, I think I can find it. Not this. Evil Dead 2. Signed it. Jake, you're holding my hand too tight. Casey Wesley. And she played, I think it's Bobby Joe. She was really nice. I talked to her for at least 10-15 minutes. Just really nice lady. Beautiful. Aged very well. Next up, Monica Keena. Here is a picture of her signing. Here is a picture of me and her together. And what I got her to sign was she signed the Freddy vs. Jason 11x17 right there. Welcome to my world, bitch. Monica Keena. So got Freddy, and I got the main leading female role. And she also signed, yes, I had to get a money shot, this really nice 8x10 to David Hart, Monica Keena. She was pretty nice, pretty quick. She kept real quick conversations, not very talkative, but if you asked her something, she did answer it and everything. Doesn't look exactly the same as what she did in the movies, but you know, it's been a couple years. Next up is Don Shanks. Here's a picture of him signing my custom Halloween photo. Here is a picture of me and him together. And another picture of me and him. Again, continuous shot, so it took two back to back. And here is the poster. You can see it's a smaller than an 11x17. There's only 25 of it made, and the guy that made it signed it as well. Don Shanks, he played Michael Myers in Halloween 5. And it says, "You can't kill the boogeyman." Pretty cool. He actually really enjoyed it, so he was like, "Where'd you get that at?" So I explained it to him and everything. Really nice guy, really big, bulky, huge. I mean, he was literally picking people up, choke slamming them, in pictures with them. So it was really awesome. Next up is Kim Darby. Here's a picture of me and Kim Darby. And before I show you what she signed, there's a little story there. She actually was on the same floor as where one of the room parties that I was heading to. So I was heading to it, and I saw her enter in the room. It was like 11 at night. She probably finished autographing and tired as crap. She was getting into her room, and I walked by, and all of a sudden she was like, "Help, help." And I turned around, and she had dropped her luggage, and it had opened up, and she was, you know, she's an older lady, so she was like trying to bend over to grab stuff. So I walked back and helped her pile it up together, and I said, "I'll carry it into your room for you if you don't mind." So she let me in. She thanked me a bunch of times. Someone I met there with a picture, I was explaining to her, like, "You remember me from last night?" And she did, and she was like telling her agent how nice of a guy I was and everything. Still made me pay for the autograph though, but cool little Kim Darby experience there. And I got her to sign this Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, 11x17. She signed it and character inscribed it. So pretty cool. Next up, Lisa Marie. This was a pretty cool one too. Here's a picture of her signing for me. And a picture of me and her together. I don't know why I was cheesing so hard. But she's hot, so I got her to sign two things for me. If I can find them. There's one. There's one. Okay. First up, the first day I got her to sign, I had to get this first. Ed Wood, 11x17. She signed it to David Love, Lisa Marie. And then today, before I left, I finally found a Sleepy Hollow, 11x17, to David Love, Lisa Marie. So I got her from both the movies I wanted her from. She's also in Mars Attacks, Planet of the Apes, or something like that. She's been in some good stuff, but had to get her from those two. Next up is Charlie Spradling. Here's a picture of me and her Very, very attractive lady. Wasn't really popular at the convention. Not a lot of people in line for her. But I usually people like that. I'll go get them just to kind of brighten them up. I talked to her for a little bit. I wanted to go back after the picture. I won't tell you why, but so what I got her to sign for me again. Let me find it, guys. I'm sorry. That's so much stuff. Here it is. This is Puppet Master 2, 11 by 17. Pretty cool looking, and she just signed it. Her name, Charlie Spradling. Thank you for that one. Next up, Tom Towles. Been in a bunch of movies. Here is a picture of him signing one of my 2 items. Here's a picture of me and him together. Don't make comments that we look alike. And he's been in The Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie's Halloween, an old movie with Michael Rooker, Henry, something Diary of a Serial Killer or something like that. So I got this Devil Rejects real nice, like the final dinner, and he signed it. Dave, I want all these motherfuckers dead. Tom Towles and Dead Waddell, I think it is, the character he played. And he also signed the Rob Zombie 11 by 17. Real nice and small. I asked him to sign small because I plan on getting this one. A lot of people, Tom Towles, and he inscribed the character name. Really awesome guy. I talked to him for a few minutes there. I also later ran into him. We were both getting off the elevator. Asked me how was I enjoying it. I asked him. I reversed the question back onto him. He seemed to really, really be enjoying it. So great to see him, back out there at conventions. Next up, William Sadler. This was a big one. It took me a while to figure out and find something for him. Here's a picture, the first picture of me and him together. This was on day 2 on Saturday. None of the vendors I could find a movie poster for The Mist, 11 by 17 anyway. But they do have vendors there that actually sell stuff from previous conventions, signed and stuff. So I saw this up there, minus his signature. There's a signature there and another one right there. So I asked the lady, I said, do you have this poster? And I pointed to it. It was hanging up on the wall and everything. I said, do you have that unsigned? And she said, no, I don't. And she's like, you're trying to get William Sadler on it? And I said, yeah. And I was like, no one has this thing. And that's really what I want them on. So she said, what's the price tag on it? So I said, $60. That's what was on it. So she said, I could do it. I could do it for $50. And I said, I really, honestly, I just want the regular poster, but if you could do $40, I would take it. So she actually did. And what was cool was she threw in, first of all, from the store, she certified it. It's Tom, Jane, Lori Holden, and then she also certified the William Sadler. She gave me a picture of Thomas Jane signing it and Lori Holden at a convention. There's the poster right there sitting in front of her. So got that. So got a Tom Jane in the collection and another Lori Holden, which is always nice. So triple sign The Mist. And then I couldn't leave. I actually tried to say that was good enough for me because I love that movie, but I couldn't make it. So today, one of the last people I got, I went back to him and I picked up this 11 by 17 of the Shawshank Redemption. This thing looks awesome. It's just amazing, 11 by 17. And he signed it right there. David, Peace, Love, Movies, William Sadler. So awesome. Not sure if I'll ever be able to add people to this, but it looks amazing on its own. And then here's the second picture. This was today. One of the last people I met with my new Pinhead shirt, which I'm wearing. Pinhead. 25th anniversary in August. That convention is going to be off the hook, and I'll be there as well. Next up, Stacey Nelkin. She was a late edition. Here's a picture of me and her. A little bit too far away, so we took another one. Here's that one. And she was in main character in Halloween Part 3. And somewhere, if I can find it. There it is. 11 by 17. Halloween Part 3. She signed it to David. Where would you like me to sleep? Dr. Chalice, Stacey Nelkin. She was a really nice lady, upbeat the entire weekend, talked to me, asked me what I do for a living. I told her I drive in the ambulance. She talked to me for like 5 minutes about that, and she was a really awesome lady to meet. Next up, Meg Foster. Here's a picture of her signing, and a picture of me and her together. And what I got her to sign was a big 11 by 17 from Masters of the Universe. And she still has those sexy eyes. Heart to David. All good things into the universe of the universes of the universe. Love, Meg Foster. She was really, really nice. Really touchy-feely, kind of groovy, if you know what I mean. Awesome lady. I saw her get in the hotel, and she gave me a hug in the hotel and was like rubbing my back as she was hugging me. She was really, really nice. I'll put it like that. Next up, Anthony Michael Hall. This was another huge one. Here's a picture of him signing. I was just gonna get him on the Dark Knight full-size poster, but I had to get something from Weird Science. So here's a picture of him signing the Weird Science 11 by 17. And a picture of me and him. And the 11 by 17 for Weird Science. Just saw it. It's right here. This was hard. I didn't know, like Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, National Lampoon's Vacation, so many good stuff. But I went with Weird Science. To David, all the best. Drill smiley face, peace symbol, Anthony Michael Hall. So awesome. But he literally blew me away when I pulled out the Dark Knight poster. As soon as I pulled it out, he was already like he's like, oh man, nice, really nice poster. So when he asked me if I wanted it inscribed and said, I said just to David, whatever you feel like writing on it, man. So he started to sign it, and then he got to a certain part, and I was like, wow, he's really doing this on my poster. And as he's talking to me about it, he's talking to me about Heath Ledger's role and how he just nailed it. And he I don't know if he started to get a little choked up. It just seemed like it when he was talking personally about it. But he's like, he did so well with this role, and I was so proud of him. But anyway, this is what he wrote. I don't know if anybody will understand, but to David, why so serious? Heath across, rest in peace, Anthony Michael Hall. So just an awesome piece, man. It really made. I mean, he was talkative. If you asked him stuff, he'd answer. Really nice guy. He was all, as you see in the picture, he was dressed in suit, different suit each day. Line, not Robert Englund size, but he had a steady line the entire weekend. So a lot of people came out to see him, which is great. Just classic dude, man. Just awesome. Blew me away with it. And then last up is Taylor Negron. Here's a picture of me and him. He was the very last guest that I got before I called it a day. He's been in a bunch of stuff as well. And I ended up getting on what I got him on because I I couldn't find like I wanted a Biodome poster, Pauly Shore, and one of the bald ones. I love that movie, but I just couldn't find anything from it. So I ended up getting The Last Boy Scout. And what was funny was he was talking personally about Bruce Willis and mostly Damon Wayans. He was going to draw uh, like big hoop earrings and stuff on Damon Wayans until he realized he's already got one. But he was talking like about Damon Wayans in a good way, but he's so like funny and vulgar and I want to say inappropriate, but it's not because you know he's joking. But so some of the stuff he was saying, me and my friend that I was with, we're like, oh my god, we're gonna go to hell. We're all going to hell. So when he signed it, he literally has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. We're all going to hell, Taylor Negron. So as we're walking away, my friend's like, "Are you sure you're okay with him signing that? Because it's not like a movie quote or anything like that." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" It's like every time I look at this from now, like I'll remember what we were talking about Damon Wayans when we made the comment and he freaking wrote it right on there. It was awesome. So that's it, man. It's everything I got from the convention. Um, Tons of stuff, great times. I suggest conventions to anybody if you're collecting autographs and you want to get to the next level or take it to the next level, man. In persons is where it's at. And the last three things I'll leave you with, guys, is a couple pictures of the actual Christine car that was in the movie, John Carpenter's Christine, with Alexandra Paul from Baywatch. They actually had it on display all weekend. They covered it up overnight, then they'd break it out. But I'll leave you guys with three pictures of that. I hope you guys enjoyed. And the two people that I picked up stuff for, I'll be contacting you, letting you know any differences in pricing or anything like that, let you know how everything worked out to be, and hopefully you guys are really happy with it. Following this video shortly here in a little while, probably another hour or so, will be my recap video, mail day of Friday and Saturday. Bunch of stuff, cool stuff. So stay tuned, guys. That's it, man. Awesome weekend. Bloodspawn out. Peace.